In this video, we're going to finish off testing our consumer and producer with Pact and PHP. Hi, I'm Mark Bradley and welcome to Testing All the Things, a screencast in which we use live coding to demonstrate different types of testing tools and techniques. In this video, we're going to use a Pact Broker to share the Pact files between the consumer and the producer. Let's look at the code. Before we started, I set up this Docker Compose file so we could run a Pact Broker in a Docker container locally whilst we're developing. So the Pact Broker is now available to us on port 9292. So if we just quickly start up the Pact Broker. Now our Pact Broker has come up, we can go and look at the web view. If we open a browser, there we go. As we can see, so the web view is pretty boring at the moment. We haven't pushed anything to our Pact Broker, but once we start adding Pact files, they'll appear here. So let's go back to our IDE and back to our consumer code. Okay. In the previous episode, we left the Pact Broker URI commented out. We now need to set this up. So if we uncomment it, and we need to set the port, which was 9292. There we go. Okay. So now if we run our tests, it brings up the Pact test server as normal. Tests are running. Tests have completed, all green. And this time, instead of pushing our Pact file just to a folder, it's also pushed it up to the broker here and it's successfully been uploaded. So now let's go back to our broker and see what's happened. So if we refresh this, there we go, we have one Pact file all set up. And if we click here into the consumer, we can see a relationship between the consumer and the provider. Obviously this is quite a plain, simple one-to-one relationship at the moment, but you can imagine if we had lots of different microservices all running and talking to each other in different ways, then this would be quite a useful way to see how our system works as a whole. Go back, we can also look at the Pact file in a kind of more human readable way. It gives us the setup for the test, so given we've created a person and we get them by their ID, and then we use the method get using this path and these headers are sent, then the response should be a 200 with these headers and this body format. Okay. If we go back and see that's just been created, but it's not been verified yet. So let's go back now to our IDE and we go back to our producer code. Okay, so we can open the previous test. Got the test here. Now previously we just ran the test on the file, but we now want to use the broker URI. So let's set that up. So set broker URI, and that's new URI, and it's we'll just nick this, speed up, and it was 2292. There we go. Okay. So that is up and running and we want to publish the results. Now we need to start our PHP server running, so that will work. Okay, that is off and running, and then we can get rid of this. Instead of verify files, we just call verify all. There we go. Okay, we save that and we can run these tests. Okay, and our tests have passed. They're verified. Hopefully it should show you some debug. Yep, see everything matches, all valid. Yep, and it's the verification results have been published to our Pact Broker. If we now go back to our Pact Broker and we refresh this, we can see that it was last verified less than a minute ago and it's green, which is brilliant. And that was the last thing to cover for our HTTP Pact examples. Obviously here I've used a Docker container to run my Pact Broker. It's very simple to run your own Pact Broker in your own cloud services, or if you wanted to, there's also Pact Flow, which is a hosted Pact Broker which you can register for and pay for. as a service. Thank you for watching this episode of Testing All the Things. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please rate and review the video and subscribe to the channel. If you did not and you have any feedback, please leave a comment in the comment section of the video or contact me on Twitter @Bradle.